watching out for
Car
you.
is up. We see the top of it. We see a tire. Remember, this car was upside down. The car does not appear to be intact.
Our coverage continues as we have been following this big story for decades now. I'm Elizabeth Din. This is Queen 6 News at 5.
I'm Todd Unger. The car believed to belong to the Martin family pulled from the Columbia River just about an hour ago. All day on air and online, we've had the latest, and Jeff Gianola is there live with special access at the command center. Jeff, what's the latest?
Well, Todd, things are starting to wrap up here. As you mentioned, about an hour ago here at Cascade Locks, what remains of possibly the Martin car, what they believe to be the Martin car, was pulled up from the bottom of the locks. This was a 2-day affair with a giant crane that was brought in on a barge from Portland, a salvage crew. Let's take a look at the video as that was brought up. And the undercarriage and the axle and part of the engine compartment, those were the only things that came up, the remains of the car. Moments ago, we talked with Sheriff Matt English from the Hood River Sheriff's Department. This is what he said about that.
What's unclear, and just kind of talking with investigators, the report that the car was in pristine condition, they said, is not accurate. They said that that thing is crumbling, and a lot of that chassis that they looked at, it's, again, this is something that we kind of anticipated could be a reality. It's been in there for 66 years. And so, it's really rusty and really falling apart. And so I think they'll do more of a debrief, with the professionals. But it sounded like, whatever is left there is full of rocks.
So basically, Matt said what happened, and they suspected this would happen. The car was upside down at the bottom of the locks, but it was surrounded, encased, he said, by mud that was almost like concrete. And although divers had worked for 2 days trying to dig that around so they could bring the entire car up, today as they started to lift it, only the undercarriage came up, leaving the whole shell of the car behind on the bottom, with possibly some evidence. I asked the sheriff, would they be diving down there to find? He goes, he didn't know at this point. They're going to see. He was very hopeful for the engine compartment because they can match the serial number of the engine and can quickly identify that that is the Martin car. So that's the situation here. And let's just take a look at the Martin family one more time. Part of the mystery solved with the Martin family. You take a look at Ken, his wife Barbara, his 3 daughters, and then the older son, Don, who is sitting on the left there. Don, of course, was in the Navy back east when the family disappeared. So part of the mystery solved. They're going to analyze the wreckage that they do have, and we'll see what happens. I'll send it back to you.
All right. Jeff, incredible reporting. Thank you so much to you, all our crews out there, also the investigators, the divers. Just incredible to watch. Jeff, thank you again.